My old TV, the first day that I got that TV, I put dark on, right? This is like 2017, 2016 or some shit like that. And I'm watching the show and I'm like, yo, this lip sync is fucked. And I'm like messing with the settings because I just got a receiver with speakers as well. So I'm doing all this shit, trying to get the lip sync right. And I'm like, every time I'll get it to look good, then like a couple minutes later, it's fucked up again. And I'm like putting delays and I'm stressed. I go to the internet and I'm like, is dark on Netflix just fucked up? And the first comment on Reddit is, dark on Netflix is German. I was like, oh shit. I was watching a dub. So the English voices were like coming out. They were just yapping their mouths. And oh man, that shit made me feel real stupid.
Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, a.k.a. Tony, a.k.a. the great one, a.k.a. the real CEO. Fucking boss.
You sound like you need to cough.
Me?
He's waiting to see if Bucho reacts because Bucho loves his AKAs so much.
Yeah, he loves all those AKs.
I hate him. I did want to know, who questioned whether you were a fake CEO or what is the real
I'm just
CEO?
letting it known. I'm just letting it known out there that they know.
There was an expose.
Whoever it is
there
there.
was an expose that came out in the Wall Street Journal. It's a pretty good read.
It's your boy El Caballo, man, off the One Up Podcast. I'm here with some of my nearest and dearest in the building. Got my dog Doe, a.k.a. DJ Doughboy, a.k.a. Mr. Bike himself.
What else?
I love that he
AKA
shut them AKs down.
a.k.a. Mr. Fitted. Man, always got a hat on.
Yeah.
The man of many hats.
I got a new hat.
Some might say you're ZZ Top himself. I don't know how that correlates at all. Terrible.
Man. Going off the rails quick here tonight.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take
quick.
it. Let's keep it moving.
And also, I got my dog Mateo in the building, a.k.a. VP of the editing game.
Ooh.
He's not the master anymore or the chief editor because we have the editor back.
I'm still a Padawan.
Listen,
A.k.a.
we've grown.
Green Thumb. Don't disturb my AKAs right now. A.k.a. Green Thumb.
Sorry.
I'm a plant dad again.
A.k.a. a what?
I'm a plant dad again. I got a new plant. You know what it did the first day?
Damn.
It lost 15 leaves for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
But it's doing fine now. It just had some shedding to do, I guess.
Damn. It was shedding all its bad juju.
It lost a
Come
little
to the
weight.
new house.
That's it. It was like, I need to get sexy for him.
The plant shop just kept putting the leaves back on with Elmer's glue, and by the time he took it home,
I
it just
just
like
shook them all off. It turned into that sad little Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Do you talk to your plants? You're supposed to do that, right?
I definitely talk to my plant.
That's what's up.
Take him out because he lives like on my stairs, right? And there's not a lot of sunlight there, so I'll go and take him out to like get more sun from like next to the bigger window. And I'll definitely talk to him whenever I'm taking him out there. He doesn't have a name yet.
He smokes with his plant. He talks with his plant. Now, let me stop for people think you're growing marijuana over there. Also in the building, Pucho, a.k.a. the real editor, a.k.a. Shiny Man, a.k.a. the bald one, a.k.a. Purple Lips Bandit, a.k.a.
No,
just throwing all the random ones out there.
not that one.
We don't like that.
That's a moniker
That's an
that
inside
Bucho
joke.
came up with.
I
Facts.
called someone in high school the Purple Lip Bandit. You can't just flip that
my
around
God.
on me.
Yo, bro,
That
that was funny.
That was for a specific person. It
That
was,
was a
only for
specific
him.
person got named the Purple Lip Bandit. His lips
That
are more
shit's crazy.
purple than anybody else's.
Yeah.
Purple lipped bandit.
People, I don't know how you get purple lips. That shit's maybe
You
a blow
smoke
pop.
you smoke marijuana down to the roach, and then you smoke that to the point where it's burning your lips, and every time that burns your lips grow and gain in that purple power. So you're nothing but perp.
That real Boosie song, "Smoking on Purple," ease my mind.
Just saying, if you ever see somebody like you're like, what is that guy smoking? He's getting purple lips, is what he's doing. Like when you can't see it, when he's burning fingers and lips.
All I can say is that I can witness. I'm a witness that there's a lot of tobacco smoke, a lot of blunts, a lot of wraps. It was a lot of blunt action, and when you smoke them to the right there, it's purple.
Just disgusting.
How you been, Tony?
Yeah, 100%. I'm all right, man. Fucking took a nice nap before this episode. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
You
I
came
didn't
in with
want
the
to,
nap
but-
power.
Yeah, I didn't want to take a nap, but I did.
No one knows why that is relevant, because that episode was cursed to not come out. We just put out the shorts this last week, but there was a solid like 2 minutes where Doey and I were pretty sure Tony was straight up asleep recording last week.
All accusations. I don't know what it was. I think it's the power that Doughboy took over and just started talking. I don't even know what he was talking about. But you remember how I came back and I brought back the previous topic? Yeah, at that moment I knew I fucked up. I was like, I was trying to
Yeah,
like
so
find a lifeline or
Doey,
something.
when you choose your routes, I'm like, choose my routes. When you go on your bike, I'm like, ugh. I'm like, you mean the last? Even when you tossed it off to me and you were like, hey, Doey, I heard you had some topics. I'm like,
You gave it back like no.
I was like, hold the fuck up. This is not agreed upon. But I liked the topics that you did pick. The cereal
That's just-
joint. Good.
Nah, them
That was
shits is
good.
funny, bro.
I'm gonna
Those
try
are-
to. I'm gonna try to salvage 2 of those. I'm gonna try to salvage at least those last 2. It's gonna be so much
Yeah.
time to do the audio, but I think it's worth it, man. Those were
It is.
Bro, those were funny
Solid.
ones, man. Yeah, those are solid fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can flashbanging the homeless. Sweep that under the rug.
we could toss that one under.
Headed into the subway.
We should just bleep that out so no one knows what you're even wanting us to sweep under the rug.
Man, Doey is on attack, bro. Just know, don't give this man any political power in New York.
That's you, bro. Don't even put that on me.
I took your story and revamped it to what you really wanted to do in life, bro. That's fucking crazy. This man wanted to be Batman of fucking New York City.
Wait.
Or Batman of New York City.
Wait, I asked you how your week was, and all you said was I took a nap before this podcast.
I was cool with it. I was just like, this dude's lost in life.
Nah, bro. That
Fuck.
episode was. What do you mean? That wasn't my fault. This shit just got. I don't even know how we got into an X-rated.
You didn't even hear
episode.
what Mateo said. You're
What?
having trouble with words. He
No,
said,
he said,
how'd
how was
you do
your-
last week? How have you been doing? How was your week? And you said,
Yeah,
I just took a
and
nap.
I said,
That's
I
what you
took a-
did last week.
No, yeah, I know. I'm saying I took a nap right now. I was gonna talk about what I've been doing, but it just got into the fucking last episode talk. But nah, I've been good, man. Fucking just same shit, different day, really. My little man is sick and his teething is kicking into the next level.
Oof.
Got like a little bit of runny noses right now, a runny nose, and then his teething is just like it's on another level. Today it took him like at least he fell asleep an hour past his regular bedtime because he was just not in it. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's what's gonna happen. Kid's gonna get sick. Just gotta deal with it one day at a time. Really.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough, dude.
Yeah. What about you, Mateo? How was your week?
Mine was pretty good, man. It's been a crazy week at work. It's like, you know, it's the end of quarter. My company every quarter shit gets wild. It's been one of those weeks. I haven't really done anything exciting, but I did watch this the Bad Vegan documentary on Netflix. Have y'all seen that one?
No.
It's
No, I have not.
wild. It's about this lady that owned this restaurant in New York, this fancy like vegan raw vegan restaurant, and then she met this guy. And she met this guy through Alec Baldwin on Twitter or some crazy shit like that. And this guy just gaslit her and dominated her life and talked her into like embezzling from the company. And she was constantly wiring him like tens of thousands of dollars, and he apparently like it was just like this gambling addict this entire time, so he just gambled away all this fucking money.
Can I ask a question? When you say he gaslit her, I'm trying to like what the general definition. What is that?
It's lying to someone about a situation and saying that that's like lying to someone about a situation basically, and telling them that like a thing that is obviously happening is not happening.
Okay.
But it gets crazy because a guy like thought that he was telling her that he was some kind of like enlightened higher being, and if she just trusted him and did whatever he said, that she was going to get inducted through this process where her and her dog would both be immortal. And it just ramps up and up and up and all the craziness. Like, this was one of the wildest documentaries I've ever seen. Recommend
Her
seeing
dog? It's like, yeah, that's like her dog?
Yeah. It's so
there's
good.
a whole society of vegan powered people. You haven't heard about this?
No, not vegan power.
Just like
I
Scott,
know there's certain people who don't want their dogs to live for the rest of their lives.
There's some people that just don't want the burden of dealing with an animal for the rest of their lives. Yep.
just like
a
Scott
true
Pilgrim,
statement.
that vegan and Scott Pilgrim, he was basically Superman.
That's what I'm saying. The guy in this documentary is basically Todd from Scott Pilgrim with the vegan powers.
Y'all need to watch it. I can't even explain all the craziness. He claimed he was like this black ops dude that was like literally out there fighting demons, not like mentally fighting demons or metaphorically. He said he was literally out there fighting. It's crazy.
I gotta watch that movie again. I don't remember seeing Todd.
Yeah, he was.
He has a very short window in the movie itself. It's a bigger part in the comic book, but he's in a band. He's in the band with
Scott Pilgrim's ex.
Scott Pilgrim's ex, and he has like the superpowers. And then turns out he ate like a fucking latte or gelato. That's what he ate. He ate a gelato, and the vegan police showed up and revoked his vegan powers. And then Scott Pilgrim kicked his ass.
No, Scott Pilgrim kicked him into a mountain of coins.
What's wrong with gelato?
It's not vegan.
It's not vegan. It has milk. It's ice cream.
Wow, so not even milk?
No,
Comes from an animal, dude.
I will tell you. I will tell you though, vegan ice cream pretty good, man. I've had some good vegan ice cream. They make it out of like coconut milk and various things like that.
The vegans just live a life of lies. What I want vegans to do, all right, is just embrace other foods. I'm so interested why they spend so much time trying to like reinvent the food that they've decided never to eat again. Like they want to figure out how to make a plant taste like a burger. It's like, go eat a fucking burger. Like,
shit is unheard of. But I mean, at the same time, it's just like people who don't eat meat or I don't know, it's not the same.
it's literally the same. They don't eat meat.
But no, but like they eat chicken. Like I mean, there's people that don't eat meat, like red meat. Like
I've known people like that, pescatarians, and that they only eat fish and maybe some chicken sometimes.
I've met some people like that. I don't know if there's a term for like not eating meat but eating chicken, but like to that level, there probably is. There honestly probably is.
just a bunch of picky eaters.
Most vegan people that I've met, it's some kind of like food allergy, and then they just went like they're like, you know what, fuck it. Like they're like every processed food has this thing, so I'm just gonna do, raw vegan food that I prepare on my own from now on or whatever. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work to me. It seems very, very complicated. I've looked at vegan recipes and they're not. Some of them are complicated for recreating some of the things I enjoy.
Keep it up though. The vegans are doing God's work. All right. A lot of the world's pollution is due to meat production. So them not eating meat, as enough people become vegans, we might just solve the climate problem just by stop eating meat.
Wouldn't we still have to kill all the cows though? Because they fart and it causes methane or whatever the fuck it is. I read something about that.
Yeah, we'd have to kill all the cows.
It's gonna be a sad world.
I mean, we're gonna make burgers out of them. It'll be like the last batch.
Just one big burger feast to go out on. That's the end of humanity.
Yo, that's crazy.
I saw that they were breeding like short-bred cow or short-haired cows now, like these cows that almost look naked, because they're predicting that the environment's just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. That's the only way the cows are going to survive and keep making us
That's
delicious
for sure.
burgers.
Sheesh.
It's gonna be less of a problem. Like the lab grown meat is already a thing. It tastes just like hamburgers. It could be more nutritious than
I'm with it.
hamburgers. And it's like we could stop fucking with cows and just eat lab grown meat.
I'm with it. I told somebody
was-
today. Somebody today got upset that I wanted to use a rice cooker. Oh, you know how to cook it in the pot. I'm like, it's easier in the rice cooker though. Like, and if I could eat some fake meat that tastes like meat, I'm down with it. It's the future.
That's not why he. First off, he didn't get mad. And second off, that's not why he said that. You know exactly what he said.
Okay.
Pucho,
Oh,
I
how
think the
sure.
rice cooker's superior.
No, all right. So the conversation was Doughboy was like, oh,
The quality of rice is whatever quality you want. You just add the perfect amount of water and you'll get it every time. You would make a rice on a pot, it's like, oh shit, I added too much water and I gotta open the pot, let it steam out a little more. Oh, it's gonna be mushy if y'all don't get the heat right. And you're playing this fucking game every time you make a pot. Only my mother I've seen just makes the same rice every single time. And even she's messed it up like once or twice. I shouldn't even say that on the internet, all right?
that's
My mother would kill me.
she's
I
getting,
remember there was
into a
one
short.
time
she's,
she came up to me.
Ears are burning right now.
She came up to me and was like, yo, I made the rice salty. And it was the only time, that was like a year ago. It was the only time my mother, and yeah, it was, I think we blamed it on the stove at the end of the day.
I've heard you toss a potato into that and it pulls the saltiness out of dishes if they're too salty. Don't know if that's true. I never remember it when I'm actually in that situation to try it.
So how's your week been, Pucho?
It's been pretty good. And also pretty bad. I've been spending a lot of money.
Oh shit.
My garage door broke. Something went wrong with my AC. My laptop broke. I'm just throwing money left and right. I've spent quite a few $1,000s. I'm a little bit like I need to calm the fuck down for a little while.
You are coming to us live right now from your brand new laptop, huh?
Yeah, no, I wish I could like flip it around and display it. It's beautiful.
It is nice.
Yeah, it is.
I'm happy you got your shit in order. Got everything new feels great. Even though you spend the money, new feels great.
That's a fact. Like I'm
You know.
upset that my laptop broke, but I'm happy that I got a new laptop, you know?
Now this one's gonna last you for a long ass time.
I don't know. The last one I bought, I spent good money on it, and it lasted like a year and a couple months or some shit. Maybe 2 years.
The one that
It
just
died
broke?
really quick.
With heavy use. Granted, right?
Very heavy use.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I edited video on that every single day. So
And that puts some wear and tear. That's a lot of like reads and writes and-
Absolutely.
I know that scares me though. I'm gonna do that to the new laptop. I should buy like a fucking another.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or some sort of warranty, right?
Am I gonna have to make a as the CEO? Am I gonna have to put this like as a contract into like y'all's computers messing up? Like a reimbursement.
Bro, you're the
insurance
first
type?
person that needs to upgrade their computer in this
That's a fact.
entire circle of people.
Upgrade the internet.
What are you talking? I did the same. I did it around the same. I did it after Pucho. If anything.
Damn, I heard Tony's computer doesn't even have any RGB into it.
Absolutely.
Not a single
It
RGB.
does have RG. It does actually. All right, it does. One white light. All
I
right.
will not stand for the coquillerie.
Oh my god. All right. But I've been watching a lot of Dark, okay?
What is
What's
dark?
that?
You guys watch Dark on Netflix?
No.
Is that like the picture is like a hole in the ground or something, and like a kid going into it?
Yeah. That's a
Is that one good?
description.
I've had that one on my list for forever.
It's really fucking good. It'll break your brain. It involves time and different events happening in different times, and it's fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know. They created this whole story where everybody's like parent and friend and this and that, and it's just this crazy web of like, I don't know how the fuck the writers write this, because I have trouble. I'm like, oh, this is this character, because you go through different time periods. All the characters have they look different in every. Well, not only they're different actors in every time period because they're older and shit like that.
Huh.
So it gets hard to keep up, and then sometimes in different time periods they go by different names, and it's fucking nuts. The show's good. I watched season 1 back when I bought my old TV. You know, not the 77-inch OLED 4K, 120 hertz HDR television.
Damn.
But my old TV, the first day that I got that TV, I put dark on, right? This is like 2017, 2016 or some shit like that. And I'm watching the show and I'm like, yo, this lip sync is fucked. And I'm like messing with the settings because I just got a receiver with speakers as well. So I'm doing all this shit trying to get the lip sync right. And I'm like, every time I'll get it to look good, then like a couple minutes later, it's fucked up again. And I'm like putting delays and I'm stressed. I go to the internet and I'm like, is dark on Netflix just fucked up? And the first comment on Reddit is, dark on Netflix is German. Oh shit! I was watching a dub, so the English voices were like coming out. They were just yapping their mouths, and oh man, that shit made me feel real stupid. I spent like an hour trying to get this audio right.
Goddamn.
So yeah, it's in German, all right, and got to read subtitles, or you could put it in English, but then I don't like that shit. They sound all weird.
There's our
It'd be like a little boy, and he'd be like, "Hey, I was walking by the kid." You're like, "What the fuck? Like, get out of here!" That's not a little kid's voice. Like,
oh my god, that's what we should do to our video from last week. We all redub our lines, but we redub each other's line. You like?
Yeah, I like that.
That would be
Hey, Chase. What's up, Chase?
Chase.
Oh man. Hey Chase, can I get some water, Chase? Thank you, Chase. That was a real line. I'm gonna take that one to the grave.
It's accurate.
Hey Chase, can I get some water, Chase? Thank you, Chase.
Doey, get us out of this intro. Tell us about your week.
I've been doing good. If you haven't smashed that like button already, please do that. Notice me senpai, and notice that we have our podcast on every platform right now. Okay, there's nowhere where you can't fucking find us. We're in the deepest of darkest of genres. Even in Pornhub, you might find us. So my weekend's been good. My week has been okay. It's been better. We started it off 19 degrees outside, rough. Weekend started off pretty fucking rough, all right? And then as we creeped into the Friday, we're in the 65s, so I feel a little bit better, I guess. But it's been okay. I've been watching Breaking Bad for the first time.
You've never seen it?
Yeah, Pucho questioned me the last weekend or like a week and a half ago. He's like, why the fuck haven't you watched Breaking Bad? And I'm not going to lie. It had a sore spot for me. I lost my brother when we were watching that show. So I'm like, it was a very touchy show for me to watch. But now that time has gone and, the wounds have healed. I'm able to watch the stuff that me and my brother watched. So I'm watching Breaking Bad and I'm hooked. I haven't been this hooked to a show since the first time I watched Game of Thrones or maybe The Wire. It feels like The Wire for white people. It feels exact. Pucho told me about that. I'm like, yo, this is The Wire for white people. I'm like, this is the exact same setup, except it's just the dumbest people in the world. I'm like, yo, this is like slapstick comedy at some points. I'm like, yo, these cannot be this dumb.
Make
Jesse's
sure
crew.
Make sure that you follow it up with El Camino, because El Camino is a good little like epilogue wrapping up of everything in the series. And then
I haven't watched that yet.
Better Call Saul is fucking amazing, dude.
I heard there's another season coming out.
It's the last season.
Yeah. Shout out to the One Take Boys. They put out a really awesome April Fool's joke video. We're going to do some cross promotion with them soon, but they also released a new podcast on YouTube. It's the One Take Podcast. They're doing their thing. I'm very proud of them. Go check them out if you have not. I've been playing a lot of XCOM. Just a lot of XCOM, just so much XCOM. I've been listening to. There's the guy who created Bape and Human made a collaboration album with a bunch of rappers like Pharrell, Clips, Gunna, Lil Uzi. There's like it was ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, but like ASAP Ferg and Pharrell on a song, and it's just like it's like God is coming in my ears. Like that's the only way that I can describe some of these songs. I'm like, some of these songs are like really fucking good, and I know that I'm gonna be listening to them for a long time. And this person, Nigo, this Japanese man, is kind of like a fashion icon. Very interesting person. I'd like to, like I said, he's a very interesting person.
Get him on. We'll put him right in the middle.
Yeah, I wish. We're gonna need
You
a
said
translator.
the guy who made the clothing line, Bape?
He only speaks Japanese though, so it's gonna need a translator. Tony, you can translate, right? Japanese?
Oh,
you
yeah.
have Japanese on your shirt right now. What does that say?
This says Dragon Ball Z.
That Ginyu Force era in Dragon Ball Z was crazy, by the way.
The Ginyu.
I remember as
yeah.
a kid, I guess they were still trying to translate the rest of Dragon Ball Z, but I remember I'd go to Toonami, we'd watch that shit, and you would get the Saiyan arc. You would get like, oh, Raditz comes, they fight Raditz, then you got Vegeta and Nappa come, and they beat Vegeta and Nappa, and then Vegeta leaves. They mention Namek or whatever. And then it starts all over again. And Toonami would just do that. Keep the episodes on a loop.
You would get one more episode. You would get like one more episode of like the Namek era or whatever, and then it go back to the start of this. Those episodes are seared into my brain from that era.
And I remember there was a time when it looped and you got to Namek and it just went all the way till the ending of that arc. And I remember thinking that was incredible. So that was very hype for me. Like just seeing the Ginyu Force, like, oh my God, what the fuck? And it turned out they weren't that cool at all. But little kid me, it was incredible just to see something new finally.
The
in Dragon Ball
Ginyu
Z.
Force was so dumb. They were my favorite villains. Actually, no, that's not true. My favorite was either who was the guy back on Earth? Nappa. The
bald guy?
Yeah, the bald guy.
The Bald Brotherhood? Yeah, Nappa.
Nappa was my favorite. He was a badass. He just did not give a fuck. He was just wanted to murder all of them.
Yeah, and the original anime, and they changed it for the Toonami version, but a lot of us growing up, we watched the Canadian version of Dragon Ball Z initially. Nappa's just like ripping cars in half, destroying airplanes. Like he's just murdering people. Like he's destroying the Earthlings like before like people show up to like combat them. I remember thinking this is crazy as a kid. That was really like one of my introductions to Dragon Ball Z, is just seeing that shit. And I was like, why haven't I been watching this show? Like I need to see this shit.
Oh yeah, that show was amazing. That was like my first real anime show, I would say. Like I used to make fun of people, oh, you guys watch anime? Like then I realized I'm watching anime, you fucking dick. And then I realized, oh, this shit's amazing.
It was a tie between probably Trigun and Dragon Ball Z for me.
I never watched Trigun.
Yeah, I've watched all of Trigun. It's like one of my favorite anime series.
It's so good. I never saw the movies. I think there's a couple of movies, right?
Yeah, the movies are pretty good. I watched one of the movies.
I've only watched the movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn.
The show's good. It's only one season, and there's like one episode of filler.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Mike gave me a thing with like the movies or like a USB or something.
Spriggan. Michael watched a lot of Spriggan. It was I know exactly the DVDs he gave you. The Princess Mononoke. It had like a bunch of those on there. Spirited Away.
Michael strikes me as a guy that would watch Berserk. I feel like Berserk would have been his shit.
Yeah, he loved animation. He collected comics, stuff like that. So he was big on like animation and animated movies, all that stuff. And
Michael,
believe it or not, Georgie, big on animation as well. Yeah, he's
Georgie was?
Yeah, Bobby Capo. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I didn't know he was a big anime fan. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we would talk about anime when we were smoking cigarettes in New York. That one time that I've met Georgie.
He's like
was
an
that the-
artiste. He's like an artiste who just smokes nonstop cigarettes. That's my cousin. That's the only thing I could like. That's who he is. He's like an artiste.
He's an old soul. Like the old
Yeah.
dudes, they just used to smoke cigarettes all
Smoke
day.
chain
That
smoke
was
cigarettes.
that was your old apartment too, where we would smoke in your little bathroom, man. And we'd just be in there smoking out the bathroom window. You're like,
I
this
was
is
like-
That's crazy.
this is a 17 floor walk up or whatever the hell it was. We're not walking downstairs to smoke.
Yeah, but I
Well-
mean, I hated the smoke smell. I know it sounds contradictory because I smoked weed in my house all day, and I'd send
it's
the
a different
cigarette
smell.
smokers to the bathroom.
No, I feel you completely, dude. That cigarette
That's
smoke
different.
is thick.
Nah, it's different, bro. Nah, that's just different.